What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another ball review. Today we're going to look at a new release by 900 Global, the Harsh Reality. Now this ball, if you know, the regular Reality was discontinued recently, so this ball looks like it's going to be basically a replacement for that ball in the line. So I personally drilled 3 Realities in the past. The first one I drilled was the best one I've had out of all 3. And not to say that the ball, I didn't like the ball or maybe the ball didn't match up to me. Maybe it was the layout that I put on it wasn't the right one for me to match up with that ball, because that ball is highly popular out on the 50 tour, regular tour, just an overall benchmark type of ball for the asymmetrical ball that it is. But remember, before we get into this thing, make sure you do that thing. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, getting closer to 1,000 subscribers every day. Turn on that bell for notifications so you know my content hits the internet. As we get into this, I just want to take time to thank Pinchasers Veterans for allowing me to come out here today and record, film my video on the Harsh Reality. We are on a fresher house shot today, which is what we're really going to need for this strong asymmetrical solid. All right, and today I'll be comparing the Harsh Reality to the Storm Absolute Power, one of the balls that's in my arsenal that's becoming one of my favorites. The Harsh Reality, the spec numbers on that ball are right here. So you see it is a stronger asymmetrical with the 902 reserve blend solid cover stock on it, where this is more of a solid, so I'm hoping that it's going to be a little bit earlier, a little more rounder in a sense off the back end. So how did I drill this ball? So I went with a normal drilling on this one because I am building my arsenal for the PBA 50 tour. Yeah, I went 5 by 4 1/4 by 2 3/4 VLS layout. And if you've seen my Absolute Power video, you know that layout is 5 by 4 by 2 1/2 VLS layout. That ball is the solid cover stock is a little bit weaker, so I drilled that one a little stronger. Where this, I wasn't sure how strong the cover is, the 902 reserve blend on this Harsh Reality. I figured it'd be similar to a Reality, which for me is a little bit cleaner for a solid and a little bit smoother off the back end. But like I've stated in my last video, the 900 Global stuff is a little bit smoother for me down the lane, where the Storm stuff is a little more continuous and the rotor grip stuff is going to be a little more angular. Time for me to hush up, get out on the lanes, and throw some shots. My usual thing is stay to the right and make good shots. And here we go. Oh, that's way out the door. All right, right off the bat, standing around, bad shot, threw it too far to the right. But you can see it is earlier. It's going to be a lot smoother down the lane. This surface that I have on the Harsh Reality is out of box, so I have not touched it yet. I've had a few games with it, wanted to test it out, how it was out of the box. With the Absolute Power that came at 4,000, I did scratch that up to make it 2,000. So during this video, we're probably going to scratch up the cover to see if I can get it to be an earlier, stronger ball as I move into the oil. Now this ball is going to be at the top of my arsenal when I bowl the 50 tour. When I bowl league around here, we really don't bowl on enough volume in a sense to use this regularly. I don't bowl on a fresh house shot during league. All right, one more shot. Just to throw a better shot than the last one. There we go. All right, a little bit slower, a little bit to the right. Got to get warmed up again, whole man body. But what I really like out of this ball compared to what my Realities, it is a lot quicker down lane for me in that strong, symmetrical, solid pinpoint in my arsenal. So we're gonna move a couple left because I did throw some shots there to warm up, and because the ball is hooking a lot earlier than I want, I'm gonna move into some oil and throw a couple more shots. For the solid cover that's on it, it doesn't shine up as fast as the Absolute Power, so it might take a little longer to get oil in the cover and to calm it down. But like I said, we're going to scratch it up here in a couple minutes too and see if it gives me a better reaction. Wow, out the door again. Not making very good shots right off the bat. Everybody wants to see strikes. So yeah, you see it is shining up. The surface is a lot cleaner. It's getting a little confused down lane. But let me make one good shot, and then, like I said, we'll change the surface. We don't have a lot of volume here in Florida, so this ball is kind of struggling a little bit. It might be a little bit earlier than I'd want, so it is looking a little confused with the out-of-box surface on it. But I still need to throw a good shot. There we go. More like that. Strong, little clean, early, round. I threw it in the right part of the drive the right way, where the last 3 shots were kind of bad, so I need a little more warm up. So I'm gonna throw one more shot, move a little more left, and see if it comes off a little sharper, because it does have a little bit quicker reaction off the back for me for a strong asymmetrical solid. Now the gem is stronger than this, but I really didn't get any use out of a gem because of how strong it was. Really couldn't find a place for it in the bag, but that Magic Gem I like a lot better, even though that's a hybrid with solid. All right, one more time, and then we'll switch to the absolute power. Almost. There it is. Same shot, moved a little more left, gave it a little more room. It's still early, still wants to come off the dry a little quicker instead of a really round shape. But I'm gonna throw the absolute power a couple times and see how they compare. So this core in the absolute power is a little bit stronger, but the cover is weaker, I believe. A lot weaker because it's R2S. So I'm gonna play a little straighter here for my first shot with it. Yes, a little bit. As you can see with that absolute power, it is a little, even though it was a little bit stronger core, it is a little cleaner, a little sharper off the dry than the Harsh Reality for me. These are going to be a good 1-2 punch at the top of my arsenal. Where, like I said, with the absolute power, it's probably going to be right in the middle of my bag for the asymmetricals with solids, and then the virtual reality will be below it. I have an infinite physics, some older balls, stuff to mix in as well. I'm going to throw the absolute power one more time and move a little left because you can see the lanes are transitioning, they're drying out a little bit from all the shots I've thrown. All right, a little more left, more around second arrow, drying out the right down lane, so they're hooking too much. There we go. A little farther right down lane, and that was more rounder than the previous shot before it. All right, we're gonna switch to Harsh Reality, and I'm gonna make a little move left and see if it's gonna give me that skid snap type of roll that I think it has for me, or if it's gonna be rounder when I get into more oil. Now, with this cover shining up, it is gonna be a little cleaner as I move in oil, but it still wants to be early. It's a stronger ball. Now, I'm glad we could showcase a stronger ball by me moving left instead of playing so straight all the time. Oh, slid. Almost 5, 7, 10, not a bad one. I slipped. All right, try it one more time, make a better shot. If I did bowl on a house if I did bowl on a refresher house shot, this probably would be in my bag, but since I don't, at Tuesday Night League I bowl in his second shift, really not gonna get much use of this. From where I'm looking when I bowl in the PBA 50 Tour, this is gonna be more like 38, 37, 36 feet on those type of patterns where there's a lot more volume in the front. That way I can scratch it up and make it roll nice and even, nice and smooth. All right, a little more left of second arrow. See if I can get it to roll right. There we go. Just like that. So a little more oil, got down the lane a little bit better, kind of blended the wet dry out a little bit, and then it was a little bit quicker off the back, but it wasn't angular. It wasn't like overhook and go to Brooklyn. All right, I'm gonna move left again. There we go. Too far out to the right. Yeah, bad shot. A little too far out to the right. All right, so as you see, same thing, even with the bigger, stronger balls, I feel they're gonna hook more. I can't go left to right with them. I gotta stay shallower angles, let the ball basically blend out the wet dry for me and make a good reaction. Still a better shot. Stop throwing so far to the right. Right around second arrow. Don't get it out too far to the right. Oh, that's a bad one too. All right. Open my body up, place is busy. All right, one more shot, and then I'm gonna scratch the sucker up. It's just, you can see I got a lot of over-under. With this shining up, it's not blending the wet dry the right way. So one more, let me see, one more. Yes, even a bad shot. So that was early, kind of rolly. It's not really digging into the oil the right way. So I'm gonna take a timeout, I'm gonna scratch it up, and we'll see if that changes anything. All right, so I scratched it up with 1,000. Let's see if this blends out the wet dry a lot better with the strong asymmetrical solid. That's probably what I'm gonna use it at 1,000. The out-of-box surfaces don't really work very good for me. All right, let's see. First shot, right around second arrow. See if this rolls a lot better. And there we go, a lot better. By scratching it up, it got it to read in the oil a little bit earlier. As it's getting in the mid lane, it wants to make a shape. That's what I'm looking for. If they go too far down the lane with the strong asymmetricals, I really don't like that. To be whippy down lane, I like it to be nice and smooth, really round. So that way I can play the fresh to the right a lot longer than having it think I have to move left and throw it right. All right, one more time. There we go, a lot better. See that? So I believe, not sure what the out of box is on that. I think it's either 2,000 or 4,000, but I'll post it down here. So with the out of box service, it was really under over for me on the fresh, and now I've scratched it up with 1,000. It rolls a lot better. All right, and that shot was, you see, a lot better, rolled it more, and it was a lot earlier and a lot rounder. Now I'm going to leave the surface on the absolute power the same way, but I'm going to move a little left and throw a little bit right and see what that does, see if there's a difference in the two. Now the absolute power, I really like the surface I have on it, the 2000, and that was shined up a little bit, but it is a stronger core, so it's helping me cut through the oil a little bit better. And see, I got that one a little farther right than I wanted to, but as you see, as I move it into oil, it's really a little bit cleaner, a little rounder down lane, so it's not coming off the dry the right way. It's not really blending the wet dry out as I move in with that weaker cover, with it being at 2,000 and a little bit shined up. So I'm gonna throw it one more time, a little bit straighter this time. Try not to throw it too far to the right. There we go, like that. There we go. That was a lot better. It got through the fronts. It picked up in the mid lane. It wasn't as sharp as I wanted to. It was more rounder. A little bit confused because of how the lanes are transitioning. All right, I'm gonna throw the harsh reality a couple more times, move a little more left, and see if I can get it to come around the corner now that I've hit it with 1,000. All right, getting in deep. Shouldn't be a lot of transition. Should be pretty clean because I'm in more oil, but we'll see. Come around a little bit. And there we go. A lot slower, came around it more, nice and round. Really, really controllable type of motion rather than that skid snappy that maybe the wet dry was kind of doing when I started. All right, one more time and we'll be all done. Oh, a better shot than the last one. Last one's a little slow. There we go. A little slower, a little under, but you can see it's getting to the mid lane. It's kind of, because of how strong that ball is, it's kind of chug-a-lugging, not really like a smooth motion off the back. All right, guys, thanks for watching my video on the new release by 900 Global, the Harsh Reality, which is coming to you on February 16th. So get down to your local VIP Pro Shop and check it out. For any more information on any of these releases or in my videos, go to stormbowling.com and make sure you do that thing, hit that like, subscribe, and turn on that bell for notifications so you know my content hits the internet. Peace out.